This is a great area for harvesting. Oblivion take you!
The currents of fate shall revitalize you.
That should come in handy.
Master Shell ready. The tower's defenses continue to oppose us.
Meln was thorough, I'll give him that. Any word from the tower?
No progress yet. I'll keep you informed.
See that you do, Captain. You there, come forward. You aren't with the Dusksabers.
A Telvanni master. Speak with her, Proxy.
Rested and ready for anything.
I expected to have Telrendis all to myself today, and you're certainly not one of Captain Xenphys's vampire mercenaries. So, who are you, and why have you come to this tower? Abandoned, yes, but not without its defenses. Telrendis is a dangerous place, Fla. I advise you not to interfere with the Dusksabers, and it seems Meln the Mouthless left Telrendis well protected, as my mercenaries can testify. Oh, the Telvanni Magister who owned this place. He's been missing for decades. The old fool possessed a book that I very much want to add to my library. Scavenge if you will, as long as you understand the book is mine. Now, why are you really here? A capable adventurer might be just what I need. The wards of Telrendis are intended to keep out other Telvanni wizards, myself included. And since my Dusksabers are stymied, I have a proposition for you. Find a way into the tower and breach Meln's defenses so I can recover the book I seek. You can then attend to your business with the gratitude of a Telvanni master. So what do you say? Do we have an agreement? I suggest you begin with the old Telrendis Hall, to the southwest of this camp. Captain Zenfis reports that his Dusksabers are having a difficult time there. If you can succeed where they have so far failed, I will make it worth your while. I collect arcane relics, Fla. It's something of an obsession of mine. I send the Dusksabers to recover a great many things. A glyphic, you say? I'd have to check my ledger. There are so many items on my list. Are you sure it was the Dusksabers? In my experience, it's hard to tell one vampire from another. It's why I insist that Captain Zenfis wear a name tag. I never tell the Dusksabers how to do a job I hire them for. Mercenaries, what can you do? An appeal to my vanity. How charming and clever. We Telvanni think highly of ourselves and enjoy sharing. I'm an accomplished mage, as you might guess, and I have more than earned the right to wear a master's hood. In fact, I should be a magister. The next rank up in the house, which will allow me to challenge the Archmagister. I expect to be awarded the rank soon enough. Now, don't you have a tower to break into? My business is my own, but if you must know, I recently purchased a shuttered malachite mine there and put it back into operation. I'm not surprised you found some of my correspondence. I regularly exchange letters with the overseer I hired. I instructed my work crew to set up an arcane experiment. Nothing dangerous. If the overseer I hired employed Daedric cultists, it was without my knowledge or consent, and I rarely order my hirelings to commit violence, let alone kill anyone. In some quarters, it's impolite to ask about such things. I'm a Telvanni master. I know many Dremora. My dealings with them are not your concern. But if you must know, I had no part in whatever happened in Necrom. Now, assist me or leave this place.
That Telvanni bears watching. But the tower remains the crux of our investigation here. Let us find a way in.
What do you think you'll make with that?
A magical ward seals that door. What happened here, mercenary?
What happened here? The ward killed my comrade. Not easy to do to a Dusksaber. I thought we had little to fear from old tricks and traps, but look what happened to my comrade. Dead as the last swit who stepped out of line across the Dusksabers. Speaking of, who are you and what are you doing here? Nalia tried to push through the ward on that door. The note over there suggests that something in this room disarms the trap. Clearly, she guessed wrong. I think this strange lens is part of the puzzle. We found it by the note. Here, you take it. We obviously weren't able to figure it out. I'll be damned if I try to use it again. If Shoreni sent you, by all means, be my guest. I'm just going to stand back here.
Lenses such as that can reveal hidden things. Look through it, Proxy. Look for anything glowing. That should be the switch to dispel the ward.
Master Shalreni must be informed at once.
This is our opportunity. Lead the way, Proxy. This portal should take us to the tower. We have reached the lower level of the tower. There should be more portals to take us higher, Proxy. Let the threads of fate restore your strength. Ignore it and keep going, Proxy.
You aid that thief and liar, Shalreni Barrow! Provoke me at your own risk!
Interesting. The spirit seems aware of Master Shalreni's attempt to access the tower.
As if murdering me wasn't insult enough! Now she sends you to steal my book!
Is this spirit actually Meln the Mouthless?
Dare to face the fury of Meln the Mouthless, Magister of the Telvanni! Or we could have a nice chat and discuss this like civilized people.
A reasonable request. Speak to the spirit, Proxy.
If there's one thing I learned in death, it's how foolish the living can be. I know all that passes in my home, intruder. I heard your bargain with that so-called Master Shalreni Barrow. You have given my murderer access to my tower. Why does a Telvanni do anything? Ambition, power, greed. 20 years ago, I stood in Shalreni's path. An obstacle to the higher rank she craved. She requested a meeting. Instead of negotiating, she killed me and tried to steal my prized possession. Oh, just all the contingencies I had in place. With my last breath, I banished her from the tower and set all the wards and defenses. They held perfectly well, until you mucked everything up. She'll have no trouble stealing my black book now. The Tormenting Eye, a tome of forbidden secrets. I see Hermaeus Mora's mark on you and your companion. If you don't know about the Black Books, she can tell you more. Shareni Barrow is careless in her pursuit of power. She must not possess my book. Two things protect my book. The spell of illegibility I cast upon it, and the fact that without my aid, it will take her time to break the spell on her own. Still, I'd rather she never get her hands on it. Stop her, and I'll find a way to reward you.
The thread becomes clear. Hermaeus Mora sent us to recover the Black Book.
The Black Book is mine. And with this soul gem, I also have this miserable spirit. Meln comes with me.
And I thought this day couldn't get any worse!
I knew a Telvanni master would be formidable. Come, Proxy. We have plans to make. The threads of fate here are tied to three things: Master Shel Rennie, Meln the Mouthless, and the Black Book. That was the connection to Apocrypha I sensed here. Black Books are creations of Hermaeus Mora and his realm. Black Books are relics of Apocrypha. Each holds a different secret. Most are kept in the vast libraries of Hermaeus Mora's realm, but he sometimes gifts one to a mortal. In addition to forbidden knowledge, each serves as a portal to Apocrypha. That is a secret the one who knows has not yet shared with me. I can count the number of Black Books I know about on one hand, and each is unique. Only one copy of each book exists. This is the first I have heard of one titled The Tormenting Eye. We must free Meln the Mouthless from Master Shel Rennie's grasp and retrieve the Black Book. But to do that, we need more information. Look around, Proxy. If Meln was indeed murdered here, there might be proof of Shel Rennie's villainy. That letter from Master Shel Rennie's mouth. That meeting must have been when Meln was murdered. A letter and the murdered Magister. I know what we must do, Proxy. Meln the Mouthless let down his guard and paid the ultimate price. His body has remained here forgotten and undisturbed for decades because he preferred solitude above all else. Now Master Shel Rennie has both Meln's spirit and his Black Book. To recover Meln and his Black Book, you must find Master Shel Rennie, and the letter you discovered explains how to do that. Go to the Assembly of Masters at Old Isra and question Shel Rennie's mouth, Vabdru. He shall know how to reach her. No, here our paths diverge. I leave Mouth Vabdru and Meln in your hands. While you pursue the spirit, I shall research the Black Book and contemplate the other threads of fate. I must determine how this factors into the threat against Apocrypha. Master Shel Rennie has trapped Meln's spirit in a soul gem. You must retrieve that gem or destroy it. Go to Old Isra and find Shel Rennie's aide, Mouth Vabdru. He must have an office in the tower called Telvara. The Telvanni Assembly of Masters meets there. Well, their representatives do. The Masters themselves rarely bother to make an appearance. That is what they have mouths for. You want to go to Telvara. The mouths work out of that tower in Old Isra. The Masters leave day-to-day concerns to their mouths. Their own arcane studies are far more important to them, and they try to avoid direct interaction with their rivals whenever possible. The fate that befell Meln is not an uncommon one. This portal leads outside. You must travel to Old Isra from there. Defenses around Tel Hulin play havoc with portal magic.
This is a great area for harvesting.
My master wants you to convey this message to Master Shelrene. The Assembly will not tolerate threats or coercion.
These rumors disturb the other masters. Shelrene must moderate her ambition before the Assembly takes action.
I will relay your concerns to Master Shelrene. Forget what you heard, stranger. Master Shelrene cares not what the other masters think of her, or how difficult she makes things for me. So, what brings you to Telvara, the Tower of the Telvanni Mouths? Master Shelrene never comes to Aldisra. Telvanni masters rarely do. I expect she is at her tower Telbaro, but I would be a poor mouth indeed if I let you pester her at home without asking what business you have with her. Ah, Master Shelrene doesn't discuss her work with me. Very well. Take the Telbaro insignia from my office. You'll need it to unlock the wards. Otherwise you'll never get through the cavern to reach the tower. She takes security quite seriously. My office is through the north door and the insignia is behind my desk. Use it to unlock the wards in the cavern or you'll never reach the tower. Telbaro is hard to find. Look for the cavern of the tower east of Old Isra. The tower is inside. We tend to the affairs of the Assembly on behalf of the masters we represent. Master Shelrene is far too important to waste her time in matters of house business. All the masters are. So we mouths make sure routine matters never trouble them. A better question is, do I think you are an assassin? Or do I even care? If you aren't, there's no danger. If you are, well, Master Shelrene can protect herself. Beyond that, I'm not sure my master and I are still on the same path.
What do you think you'll make with that? Let's ride. That should come in handy. Huzzah!
Meln is in my power, Torvasad. He'll unlock the Black Book soon enough.
He better, Shelrene. We need the right hidden within the tormenting eye, or else all is for naught.
Tell the princes, I'll uphold my end of the bargain. I expect them to uphold theirs.
I'm with you.
over here! Quickly, before Shelreni comes back! I see you were able to follow the clues I left in my tower. But you took your sweet time. I can't defy Shelreni much longer. If we're going to get out of here and keep me from complying with that lying murderer, you must do exactly as I say. My spirit is bound to the soul gem Shelreni used to capture me. Disentangling the connection will require more time and expertise than you have. So simply take the gem and leave. Without me, she may never be able to unlock my black book. Shelreni took the black book with her, but without my help, she'll have to unriddle it page by page. The labor of days or weeks, not hours, if she can even accomplish it. She's too fond of the easy path to power. It will be her undoing someday. She doesn't need it at all. She's in league with a Dremora, Torvasard, and a pair of Daedric princes. There's apparently a rite contained within the book they want her to cast. In return, they'll give her what she wants. Control of House Telvanni. With the gem in your possession, I can come and go as I please. Now use that portal and let's go. Yes, this will do nicely. Let's discuss our arrangement, my chariot of flesh and bone. Being dead and incorporeal isn't how I plan to spend eternity. But being with you is 1,000 times better than remaining in Shelreni's clutches. And we delayed her plans for my black book. Now, tell me about your dealings with Hermaeus Mora. So, end of the world stuff. Well, that's something interesting at least. Obviously, you're going to need the help of a Telvanni Magister. Luckily, you have me. Let me conjure up a small reward for my old vault. A stipend for services rendered. Now, mind you keep my gem on you at all times. I can't help you save the world or advise you on matters of import if I'm not on your person. Unless I manifest, only you can hear me. Oh, and I can lend you certain abilities, such as my ghost sight. Remember, I was a Telvanni Magister. Still am, as a matter of fact. One of the most powerful mages in the peninsula. And I've dealt with Hermaeus Mora before, and Shelreni. Don't you think my counsel will be worth listening to? Well, it is. Once, long ago, I was her mentor, but I recognized a darkness in her, and not the usual Telvanni traits. She was reckless, Dangerous. I refused to sponsor her advancement beyond the rank of master, and she coveted my black book. So, she killed me. It's an improvement on the ocular lens you used in my tower. I created a spell to produce the same effect without any need of a crude focus. Turns out, it works even better now that I'm dead. My black book, The Tormenting Eye, contains many secrets. Ghost Sight was one of them. With it, I can expand your senses, allow you to see the hidden, the imperceivable, the unseen. I have no doubt it will prove important in the tasks ahead of us. Tossed in your pack? I expect you to find a nice silk pouch for my gem at the first opportunity. Now, let's be off.
We discovered much here, and gained a valuable ally, even though Master Shelreni took possession of the Black Book. We have examined the threads of fate, and learned much. Return to the Necron Bindery, and we shall determine our next steps.
Should have been back by now. Captain Alhana said they'd meet us here after an evening of prayer, right?
That's what she said, but I don't see...
Are you heading to the shrine?
What the traveling merchant said is true.
The shrine to the goddess Kain. We come here to pray and ask for her blessing before battle. The rest of our brigade went to visit the shrine yesterday. They haven't returned yet, and I'm worried about them. Well, no. Not after that traveling merchant came by and told us that terrible story. He said dark witches had killed the keepers of the shrine. The place has been overrun. I can match steel with any soldier, but how do you battle a witch's hex? Kain bless you, stranger. Captain Alhana commands the brigade. She's an excellent leader and a terror with a blade, but they should have been back by now. Kain is the warrior goddess, the mother of the Nord people. She watches over us and protects us. She blesses our weapons and armor before we enter battle. I wouldn't expect you to understand. Haven't you heard? The seeds of war have been planted in Eastmarch. Most of our fellow Nords are already on the battlefield. If we had the numbers, we'd march right in and take back the shrine. But as you can see, it's just Ilolda and me. Soldiers often visit the shrine before going into battle. How else would we receive Kain's blessing? The keepers provide shelter, allowing pilgrims to pray for a day and a night. But Alhana and the others have been gone longer than that. I don't think so. Captain Alhana is a stickler for schedules and protocols. But ever since that traveling merchant told us tales of witches and corruption at the shrine, we've been too frightened to go and check on them.
do you think you'll make with that? I am not afraid of you. That's got it!
Morality is a fool's game. He's not the sharpest arrow in the quiver.
Fight? Good.
Aid me!
The guards found more caches of weapons hidden around the city, but nothing else. I hope you had better luck. King Yoren's exiled brother Fieldgore used to run the Stormfist Brigade. That's his symbol added to the Stormfist emblem. And these orders. Fieldgore has returned to Skyrim. King Yoren must be told. Hopefully it's not too late. Fieldgore is King Yoren's twin brother. When Queen Nirnhill fell in battle, the brothers joined forces to defeat the Akaviri, but then they fought over the throne. Yoren won the day and exiled his brother. Now Fieldgore has returned. What does any exile want? Needless to say, to announce his presence in this manner can't bode well for King Yoren. The final event has started in the Hall of Trials. I'll send guards to the camp. You need to go to the hall and help the king.
I'm not leaving until you let us in.
Hurry, to the Hall of Trials. You must protect King Yoren at all costs. I am the Thane of Windhelm. My father was captain of the guard. I followed in his footsteps and climbed a bit higher. We Stormcloaks helped build Windhelm centuries ago. We're an old family, and we're proud of our heritage. What do I do? What don't I do? Rules and regulations. Meetings with King Yoren and other Thanes. Now I'm hosting pack delegates. A lot of political nonsense. Mostly, I delegate so that I can guard the city. People feel safer with the Thane around. Yes. They've come for the celebration, but also to meet with King Yoren about packed business. I try not to get too involved. In fact, I'm not sure how Yoren stands all the pomp and ceremony. It would drive me insane.
I'm not leaving until you let us in.
This is a great area for harvesting.
These sea elf pirates become more brazen every day. When is House Mornar going to do something?
You know, House Dufort.
Perhaps they will get bored of Raz. One can only hope.
Humidity.
Moons guide you on your path, Hallowed. Guide you in all...
I'm sorry, if you're looking for a bottle of my Vestir brandy, you'll just have to be on your way. It is highly sought after, and I don't sell to just anyone. As I said, I don't sell my vintage to just... Wait, Chef Raziz? The Chef Raziz? A friend in Shornhelm said he paved life's roads with flavor. And now he's here in Kalen? On the street, like some common vagrant? Oh, that won't do. I heard Queen Maria hosted him when he came through Wayrest. He's the most innovative chef in all of Tamriel, and he's sending some shabby hireling to beg for my fine vintage? Tell you what, I'll sell you the bottle you're asking for. But if you can convince Chef Raziz to cook a private, high-class dinner at my estate, I'll give it to you for free. Fine. I'll have to figure out how to make the introduction on my own. I suppose I'll have to rub elbows with the common folk and see this demonstration for myself. Well, you have what you came for. Be off with you.
That should come in handy. What do you think you'll make with that? Right behind you, partner. This is a great area for harvesting. That should come in handy. The day will be ours!
Of course, and trumpet every whisper.
That should come in handy.
These sea elf pirates become more brazen every day. When is House Monarch?
We're gonna need more than a little heat to sear something that's born in a volcano. So...
There are those incidents...
Ah, just in time, my friend. This nose of mine has yet to lead me astray, and I could smell those peppers and that smoldering cut of meat drifting in on the wind. Did you manage to get the brandy too? Oh, Set's tears! My eyes are already watering. I hope you're ready for a fiery demonstration, friend. It's about to get hotter than the Alakir during sun's height. Step back and watch me pave Galen's streets with flavor. First, we'll get a nice sear on this steak. Smell that? That's sulfur, folks! And now we'll deglaze with the brandy. Ho! Watch those fumes! And now, we'll toss our blistered peppers to infuse some heat.
It's an honor to meet you.
Look out! Well, not what I expected. But at least it was a good show.
Right behind you, partner.
You there! Can we speak for a moment? You look healthy. Walking about on your own, no shadows in your eyes. You're better off than most of the patients here, which means you're just who I need. Our patients have fallen prey to a strange malady. We could use some help. Ah, good. Then I can skip trying to convince you. But I promise to pay fairly should we succeed. I need to track down this affliction's source. Only patients at the manor seem affected. So I assume the cause must be nearby. Sadly, very little. The menders stay busy tending to the afflicted, and the patients don't quite trust me enough to talk freely. So I need you. If you track down the cause of this malady, perhaps the menders can do something about it. I'd suggest you talk to some patients who are feeling its effects. Try Arabil Vools by the fountain, or Malagi. He likes to watch the sea. Oh, and speak with Mender Talil, too. She's inside. I'll be waiting upstairs when you're done. I can give a first-hand report. The first symptom is the nightmares. I'm familiar with dreams of war, but these were somehow more horrible. I remember eyes around me, peering from darkness, and screaming. Constant screaming. Other patients have fevers and fits of shaking. Some become confused, believing themselves back on the battlefield. I had to subdue a dark elf who turned on a mender. Seeing the others like that, I hope that's not where I'm headed. Fortunately, no. I'm lucky, though I dread the day when it comes for me. The malady doesn't seem to strike the same way twice. That's one of the factors that has confused the healers here. Like the others, I fought for my king, until I caught a spear in the gut. I laid in the mud for hours before an orc shaman found me. She dragged me back to camp. I ended up in a Breton infirmary. That's when I got the offer. A representative of the society came to my bedside, told me about a noble plan to foster peace in Tamriel. She described how I'd recover alongside my enemies. I thought it sounded overly optimistic, but who turns down a stay by the ocean? Oh, I dream of peace, friend. I've seen too many friends killed, and too much blood spilled to wish otherwise. But I also know that the powerful crave more power, and they don't seem to do much of the fighting or bleeding for it. The manor belongs to Lord Bacaro Valoris. He formed the Society of the Steadfast to work for an end to the Three Banners War. The Society brings wounded soldiers from all sides here to recover. They hope we'll find common ground with our enemies. I guess I'm the guard. Usually the patients mind their manners, or they're in too much pain to cause trouble, but we're all soldiers. When fights break out, I settle them, which means the other patients don't really open up to me. I fought for the Daggerfall Covenant. Even before the war, I marched under its banner. Now here I am, guarding this hospice as an unknown malady torments the minds of their fellows. I guess their suspicions are only natural.
I was told they weren't taking new patients, not until they figured out what's going on. Still, welcome to Steadfast Manor. I'd offer a tour, but I don't quite feel up to it. Haven't slept in days. I can barely stand up straight. Affliction? A good word for it. I can feel it wearing away at my mind. After days without sleep, my thoughts are cloudy. I'm a shell of myself. Mender Rosalind's tonics help some. She knows what she's doing, unlike some here. Master Healer Verlaine only manages the symptoms. He sedates us or just offers comforting words, but he won't seek out the root cause. Rosalind studied this affliction. She believes it's a curse of the humors, but she needs more research. I thought I was never going to walk again. A wood elf snapped the bones in both my legs. How the little fellow managed it still baffles me. And again, I can't recall much of the battle where it happened. Flashes of memory and no more. I was carried to the healers, but they had to save their magic for the mortally wounded. So I got wooden braces and some bark to chew on that dulled the pain. My bones healed all wrong, made walking constant agony. Somewhat, Master Healer Verlaine was frank about how I'd suffer more before I healed. They had to re-break each bone and slowly knit them back together. But the pain lessens each day. I can shuffle around now. For that, I'm grateful. I was a true believer from the moment I heard of it. I felt no hatred for my enemies. I only fought as I was ordered to. I like the idea of learning about other peoples. I admit I was delighted when I first arrived. Now, my mind is slipping. Something is spreading among the patients. It makes us lose ourselves. I have to think it's a deliberate attack. One of the other alliances is doing this to me. Perhaps coming here was a mistake. We're not close, but I respect her intellect. With her knowledge of alchemy, she could do anything. She chooses to comfort and heal people. Aiding the weak isn't a choice I would make. But now that I'm in need, I see the virtue of it.
I thought Master Healer Verlaine was clear to Armin. No outsider should come on these grounds. Certainly not inside the manor. You see this man? We don't know what's caused his condition, but it seems all our patients share this affliction. Interesting. Well, he's a good man. If he thinks you can help, then you can stay. But if you start hearing voices or seeing strange things, tell me straight away. A shame that Mender Roslin's not here to speak with you. We truly need her. I'm afraid not, and that worries me. You see, Rosalind isn't one to abandon her duties, and some patients have vanished as well. Just gone from their beds when we check on them. I shouldn't talk about this. People are upset already.
Oh, bother. Milady's gotten herself into terrible trouble. Oh, what a fortuitous turn of fortune. Once again you appear when Lady Laurent and I need you most. You see, I find myself in something of a pickle and could use a modicum of assistance. Tell me, friend, how good are you at breaking ancient curses? Yes, of course. Milady always says I misplaced my head if it wasn't attached. Now, where was I? Oh, yes, the curse. My mistress, Lady Laurent, was hired to help prepare this site for some important meeting or another. Then disaster struck. Well, usually I'm the one who stumbles into trouble, but this time Milady found the old chest. It was so unlike her to open it herself, and that's when she activated the curse. I'd gladly give you my annual stipend if you help me save Lady Laurent. Oh, thank you. You've lifted a great weight off my shoulders. Come along. Lady Laurent is along the southern coast. Do prepare yourself. The curse has made Milady a different person. Literally. She's been possessed by an ancient sea captain. Well, I'm far from an expert in such matters, but it started as soon as Milady opened that old chest. Lady Laurent immediately changed and started acting like an ancient sea captain. She's certainly not her usual demanding self. Oh, thank you. You've lifted... Well, I'm far... Because as soon as she opened the old chest, her posture changed. She started to swear like a sailor. Claimed she was the captain of a great sailing vessel and ordered me around like a lowly deckhand. It was even more degrading than usual. Mostly because the sea captain rambled about the curse of the islet and the curse that binds his spirit, etc., etc. Made the hair on my neck stand on end. To think there's someone in there with Milady. Oh, it's very troublesome. And you as well, my friend. I just wish that one of your visits didn't involve the imminent demise of either me or my honored employer. Lady Laurent will be happy to see you. Especially if you manage to remove the captain's spirit from her body. Not very much, I'm afraid. He's boisterous, confident, and rather bawdy, if I'm being honest. I detest him, and I can't abide such a depraved individual taking up residence in my mistress. It's unseemly. Come along, and you'll see for yourself. Technically, it's an islet. All Flags Islet, to be precise. It has some historical significance, but that's more Milady's area of expertise than mine. I believe it used to be some sort of monument or museum. Just that, I noticed a lot of historical plaques scattered about. They talk about the All Flags Navy, which I think was rather famous in its day. The Society of the Steadfast hired Lady Laurent to preserve the site prior to their big meeting. Oh, I'm just a meager, put-upon manservant. I wouldn't know anything about such monumental events. Well, I may have heard a mention or two, so yes, I suppose ending the Three Banners War is the purpose of the big meeting. Confidentially speaking. Lady Laurent was hired to preserve any items and structures of historical import and make the islet safe for the upcoming meeting. They knew they had a problem with undead, but they never mentioned anything about an ancient curse.
Such a calming vista, yes. The sound of waves lapping at the shore always used to bring Milagi peace. But now, Milagi feels like he may jump out of his fur. Fear ripples through Milagi, as if he faces battle again. This one believes so. Milagi was beginning to feel strong. He planned to return to his family in Riemann. Then, at dinner one evening, Milagi could not catch his breath. His heart pounded, his vision darkened. Only Mender Roslin could calm him. Mender Roslin is a master of alchemical remedies. She mixed a powder into Milagi's tea that calmed the storm. Yesterday, Roslin told this one she might have a cure for his sickness, a new potion that looked promising. But she has disappeared.
But we might find something in there we can use.
You've made your thoughts clear. No one enters the dispensary.
Maybe you heard. My talk with Master Healer Virelane was unproductive. He always sticks to procedure. No sense of urgency with that one. Well, how did you fare? Learn anything from the patients? Everyone respects Mender Roslin. She's got a rare combination of kindness and skill. And between you and me, she plays a strong game of cards. Now that I think about it, I haven't seen her in a while. Where could she be? Strange that this affliction shows up at the same time people start disappearing. I don't believe in coincidences. Why didn't Virelane tell me about this? Sure, I'm not a member of the society, but still. Anything else? Then we need to get into the dispensary. That's where Rosalind worked. Virelane has a key, and so does Mender Aldvar. Get the dispensary key from one of them, and go take a look around. I'll keep watch while you're inside. Try flattery if you're good with words. If you can impress him with some alchemy, he might trust you. Or maybe mention you're searching for Mender Roslin. Those two are close. Nothing untoward, I don't think. But they've worked together a long time. Roslin told me once that Virelane personally chose her to join the Society of the Steadfast. He respects alchemists, and there are few better than Mender Roslin. Well, I've never seen a lazier mender. I bet you can find him asleep on the docks. Now, I'd never suggest you steal the key from his pack, but if it fell out and you picked it up... Yeah, and I have no idea why. Aldvar doesn't offer much to her. No real strength in herbalism or alchemy that I've seen. I might be too hard on him. He does get along well with all the patients. Perhaps Rosalind has a soft spot for the mediocre. I guess you could pick the lock, but you didn't hear me suggest that. Supposedly, I'm the security here. This affliction keeps the menders busy, so I doubt she'll be noticed. Just don't break the door. We can't let patients take what they want.
Good day, stranger. Did I just see you speaking with my friend Armin? He's one of our most noteworthy successors at Steadfast Manor, or so I believe. How can I help you? Terrible shame. Rosalind was one of our best healers, incredibly talented. Her loss has really made things hard around here. But we're doing the best we can. What can I do to help? I'm afraid that's out of the question. I'm sure you have good intentions, but our dispensary is full of sensitive, even dangerous materials. It's imperative nothing there be disturbed. Lives depend on it. Oh, well, if you find yourself in need of work, we'd be delighted to offer you a position in the future. We can always use a skilled alchemist. Here's the key to the dispensary. Please be careful in there.
Sorry, Mender. It's, closed for cleaning. Don't worry, I'll let you know when it's open again. Shouldn't be long. Hey, you almost done in there? I can't keep this up forever.
Ah, there you are. Find anything? I can't believe that mender fell for the old closed for cleaning line. Well, did you find anything? Can I see it? This is Rosalind's, all right. An illness related to vampirism? I might not have any more book learning than you need to swing a sword, but I think I would have noticed a vampire hanging around. What's going on here? I can see that. And look, here's something about harpy feathers. If Rosalind went looking for harpy nests, maybe we should too. She says the nests are nearby. Shouldn't be hard to find. Beware of the harpies. They can be vicious. I'd go with you, but I don't dare leave the patients alone with the menders, or with each other. Not if they're fighting off some kind of vampire sickness.
Let's hit the trail.
This one is not sure what to think about Redguard leading the Fighters Guild.
This is a great area for harvesting. For glory! What do you think you'll make with that?
Hello? Please help me!
You're not Verlaine. My name is Seraphine. I am what you see, although I long to be free of this curse. What are you doing in this awful place? Rosalind? She tried to free me, but Verlaine returned and overpowered her. This is his laboratory. He experiments on me, hoping he can use my blood to heal the wounded. It's madness. I'm afraid he drugged Rosalind with my blood. My blood, my strain of this curse, induces deep dreaming. When I bite someone, they later fall into a deep sleep with horrific nightmares. A concentrated dose of my blood has the same effect immediately. I hate what my hunger does. She sleeps in the next chamber, but soon she'll awake with my curse. There's a vial of my blood in the laboratory across the hall. We can use it to create an antidote. Release me, please? Thank you. I need a moment to recover my strength. Verlaine's notes are in the laboratory if you need help with the antidote. I'll meet you at Rosalind's side. I haven't fed in a long time, and I shouldn't be alone with her.
Ugh, my head. Who are you? Who are you, stranger? And where am I? What's happened? Verlaine? Surely you're joking. Why would... Wait, it's coming back to me. I was looking for harpy feathers in the forest, but a blood fiend attacked me. I fled into this cave and I found Seraphine here in a cage, but then... Oh, my head. That's horrible. No wonder I noticed traces of vampirism. Yes, vampire blood can speed recovery, but it's very risky. I know Vera Lane thought our methods were slow, but still. We must confront him. Together, if Seraphine's willing. Oh, thank you. My mind is a little foggy yet. We should head back immediately. I have to check on my patients, and perhaps add Seraphine to them. I think I can cure her if that's what she wants.
I'm so glad it worked. Is she going to be all right? At least I finally did something good with this curse of mine. I hope she takes down that monster Vera Lane and makes him pay for all this. Oh, I'm so angry I could rip his throat out. No, that's my curse, not me. I need to end this somehow. Of course I'll help. Anything to bring that monster down. Even if it means allowing others to see what I am. All right, I'll make my way there. Sometimes Vera Lane said that the mere sight of my eyes unnerved him. Well, he's seen nothing yet. Rosalind, right? I am so sorry about this. If I hadn't been so weak, I would have...
Everything's going to be fine. Come to the manor. Perhaps I can help you.
Help me? I'm cursed. There's nothing to be done.
There are things we can try. Let's talk on the way.
I had to do it, Rosalind. It was the only way to guarantee their recovery.
You were poisoning them, Alexis. Look around you.
Oh, I suppose you're here to fling more baseless accusations at me, too. Who are you to speak against me? What do you know of the work I do here? Such smugness. You may get rid of me, but doing so will spell doom for dozens of those poor souls out there. My methods were unconventional, yes, but they would have worked. The regrettable means to a greater end. The vampire will live forever, but those people outside won't. If one suffers so that many more can go on to lead full lives, what of it? I could have saved hundreds, no, thousands more. In time, I would have perfected it. In time, it would have been safe. Sometimes we have to make hard choices. How can you not understand that? I'm done talking. Do what you will with me, but I'll be proven right. You'll see.
Unbelievable. I guessed it was something like that, but still. Let's talk, adventurer. So let me make sure I've got this right. Vera Lane's been dosing our patients with vampire blood as some sort of medical experiment? And he was ready to kill Rosalind to cover it up? You've got proof, right? Nightmares, abductions, mad experiments. Vera Lane has much to answer for. Thank you, adventurer. We're doing good work here, and because of you, we can start again and do it right. The Society of the Steadfast is in your debt. Thanks to you, I think these soldiers may actually see their families again. And maybe they'll take the lessons of this manor and do their part in bringing the war to an end one day. My work here is just beginning. My body's been healed for some time now, I guess. But now I think something in my spirit needed to be here too, helping others. Is it strange to say I don't really want to leave? Alexis Viralaine, I swear by the Society of the Steadfast, you will answer for your crimes.
The Steadfast. I thought you were willing to do what it took to end this war. Clearly, I was wrong.
Thank you for what you've done here. Master Viralaine has much to answer for, and now it seems like he'll do exactly that. I pray that Rosalind can help me find a cure for my disease. I'm willing to stay as long as it takes and endure any treatment. Surely it can't be worse than what I've already survived. At the end of it, I will finally be free.
You have my gratitude, hero. I doubt Seraphine or I would have survived if you hadn't come along when you did. I must administer more of your antidote to everyone suffering from Viralaine's so-called treatments. And once his evil work is undone, well, there are still the wounds of war to deal with. I hope to help our patients with those, too.
Guesswork than wizardry to me. To arms! Let's ride.
Thank you for speaking with me, sir. This one must ensure the esteemed Consul Clara's beloved Nafanya also receives funeral justice. It is
Can anyone help me? We don't like to discriminate against the more bookish members of our guild. In fact, we tend to encourage them. But we need an adventurer, not a librarian. The guild has need of you. It will be dangerous, but we can compensate you. You know how powerful mages can be. We command the elements, or make things from nothing. We can summon entities from across oblivion. Even shape reality, if you want to be grandiose about it. But what if we summon something terrible? Not yet. But if we don't stop it, one of Vermina's nightmare Daedra could manifest in our world. This portal leads to Warlock Vanton's tower, the focus of the threat. Do you know other warriors? Gather them. This will be exceedingly dangerous. Talk to Scholar Arlance when you arrive at the tower. He's watching over Warlock Vanton with the rest of the mages. I only left to find help when we figured out what Vermina's Daedra planned. The portal is right there. Quickly now. The Daedra attacking Vanton.
Gedane of Necrom, you tend the archive of corpses.
Never heard it called that before. But yes. Yes, I do. Would you like a tour of the catacombs?
Perhaps later. Hermaeus Mora's proxy returns.
Ah, of course. I'm sure the two of you have much to discuss.
here.
Buying, selling, I've got what you need.
Buying, selling, trading.
My prices can't be beat.
I've got what you need.